Zoom function in TempoWeave. Zoom is fairly common with computers. You can zoom in or out to get closer into whatever you're looking at or look at it from further away. By default, when you open a draft in TempoWeave, it's at zoom level 16. There's two ways you can see what zoom level you're at. One is always displayed at the bottom of the screen. Zoom equals 16, as you can see right now. Also, if you go to the View menu, there's the zoom control here where you can zoom and change, and when you hover it reminds you of the keyboard shortcut, because you can use that on your keyboard or on your mouse to zoom. That may be easier than going to the menu, but I'll show you on the menu. So when I zoom do the minus, it's getting smaller. The numbers, however, are going down. So when I'm going smaller, 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 notice I can go all the way. Here's zoom level 3. I can go all the way to zoom level 1, which is the furthest out I can look. So let's go back up a little bit. So I notice I'm clicking the plus button now. I could be doing Control plus. It would do the same thing. And notice everything's in blocks at this zoom level. So when I'm down at these lower numbers on the zoom, I'm only seeing blocks in the warp threads, the weft threads, and the tie-up. Now I'm at zoom level 7. I'm going to zoom level 8. So by default, when you get to zoom level 8 or above, you're going to see numbers in your warp threads representing the shafts. You're going to see numbers in your tie-up and numbers in your weft. But there are things that you can do when you get at zoom level 8 or greater. What you can do is you can turn them into blocks. Like right now on the weft, and I turned it into blocks, see there? And on the warp, I can turn them into blocks. I can also look at a color representation of that block, but that's only at these zoom levels. So you can see the warp, and if I can scroll across here by pulling the scroll bar, notice I'm seeing all my warp threads on the shafts. Instead of seeing a number or a block, I'm seeing a colored block. Same thing on the weft. I'm going to click color, and I can see all my weft colors. These nice little blocks. A similar thing happens in the tie-up. Obviously, color is not really relevant in the tie-up, but you can, at these zoom levels, go from numeric tie-up to a block if you prefer to look at it in a block format instead of a number. So that's what we call zoom in TempoWeave.